It is time for the Old Firm doubleheader here on Football Manager 2021. We're taking on Rangers, we're taking on Celtic, we're taking on first, we're taking on second. That's where we want to be, but at the moment we don't find ourselves there. We find ourselves down in fifth place, and that is solely for one reason. The amount of games that we have drawn this season is unbelievable. Every game seems to be a draw, and it always seems to be 1-1. Just look at the results here. I mean, since this year started, right? Just since we moved into 2023, we have drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 games. 9 games we've drawn 1-1. We've played, how many games we played? We have played 14 games and we've drawn 9 of them by a scoreline of 1-1. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can we change our fortunes here today? the mad thing is here, I would probably take 2 1-1 draws today in this double header. I'd probably take a 1-1 against Rangers and I would probably take a 1-1 against Celtic. But whether we get that or not, it remains to be seen. So, we also have news that we were drawn against Shamrock Rovers in the Europa Cup 2 second knockout round, the leg or whatever. I think it's maybe a single leg knockout tie in the Europa Conference League. I'm not too sure how it works, to be fair. We only seem to be scheduled in for one game at the moment, so I'm assuming it's just a one knockout tie. And we can see Shamrock Rovers, they were actually very impressive. We can look at how they got on in their group, and they did amazing. I'm not going to lie. And they put St Mirren out, by the way, in the knockout stage. They put St Mirren out. So let's see here how they actually did in the group stage, Group G. And you can see they finished second in a group with Basel. They actually beat Basel. So, I mean, that's not bad. 5 wins out of 6, 15 points out of 18. It doesn't get much better than that. And then, obviously, like I said, in the first knockout round, they beat St Mirren on penalties. So, I mean, Shamrock Rovers, they will not be any pushovers. They beat St Mirren, who, like I said, did great last season in the league, albeit they're struggling this year. But if they can beat a Scottish Premiership side, then we need to take them. We need to take them seriously, and we will take them seriously. But that is not what we're doing here today, guys. Today is all about the Old Firm. So let's get stuck in and take on Rangers. Alright, so here we go. This is the game. This is the team, even, that we're taking on. Rangers with Jordan Archer. We've got Nissi Mana. I need to come up with a nickname for him, because it's just I just can't be pronouncing that every time. And every time I get it wrong as well, so we need to get that changed big time. Haring, Halkett, Kingsley, Walker, Irving, Cochrane, Geordie Hillyer, Forrest and Roberts up front. Yeah, controversial. I'm going with Jordan Roberts, a guy that's really featured this season. I'm going with him up front over the 16 goal scorer, Jonathan Avalabi, because in reality, guys, Jonathan Avalabi for the past 2 months has been poor. I'm thinking maybe the guy wants to move away. I don't know. I think we could get at least 5 million for him. He could leave. I'll be honest. He definitely could leave. At the end of the season, if the offer we get is right. You can see Rangers team there. They've got Rodak, they've got Fag, Edmundson, Salcedo, Barisic, Pearson, Aribo, Sollymarch, Young Combs, Ryan Kent, and Kamara Roof. So this Rangers team has changed dramatically since this series started. But yeah, they're still doing good. Not good enough to stop Celtic, but they're still doing good. We'll tell the players got nothing to lose here. And I believe in my team. We just want to go out here and get a result, guys. I would take 1-1. I would. Obviously, a win is doable. I mean, Rangers aren't unbeatable, but let's be real. Like I said, we've not had a good record against the Old Firm in this entire series. I don't know how many times we'll beat Rangers. I don't even know if we have. I think we beat Rangers once. I'm pretty sure we beat them once, but have we ever beat Celtic? I don't think so. And we'll need to see. We'll need to see. Maybe today will be our lucky day. But as things stand, Jimmy Walker, picks up a yellow card. That's not ideal. I didn't want to pick up. It's bad when you pick up a yellow card that early. You're walking on a tightrope. You can't afford to make another mistake. You're more reluctant to dive into tackles, and maybe not diving into tackles could lead to a goal. So I've got my mind on taking Jamie Walker now pretty much off as soon as we get into the second half, if he makes it that far. I might be negative here, but you just cannot afford to go down to 10 men when you're taking on one of the Old Firm. It's hard enough to beat them, when the playing field is even 11 against 11. So going down to 10 is not the ideal way to win. And that's what we're trying to do. Hamilton have taken the lead against Ross County. That is not good at the moment. It would be play the same amount of games, and Hamilton would be 13 points ahead of us. So it's going to be hard to catch them. It really is. The goal is to finish third this season, but it's just like last season. St Mirren had that standout season. It looks like Hamilton are having the standout season this time, and it's going to be difficult. If a team outperforms in Scottish Premiership, it is hard to catch them. But we'll see. We'll see. There's still a lot of games to be played this season. Hopefully Hamilton drop off. Jordy Halou though picks it up. That's fantastic. And let's see what Jordy Halou can do. He goes round the Rangers man. He's got Jordan Roberts in the box. Surely he can find it. What's Jordy Halou doing? He goes down in the box and he dives, and that's terrible. I mean, Jordy Halou, the counter was on, the pass was on. I don't know why he didn't just play it into Roberts. He decided to try and dive for the penalty, and that didn't work. Now it's Kent charging forward like an absolute bull. Maybe he's the new El Buffalo that Rangers got since they had to get rid of Morelos. It's Fag out in the right hand side. He crosses it in. It's took a deflection. It's Kent, and piss off, man. Piss right off. It's Ryan Kent. His 5th goal of the season. And that all came from that attack where Jordy Halou could have, he could have took a shot. He could have passed it into Jordan Roberts. He decided for some reason to try and dive, to try and win a penalty. That wasted the opportunity, and now Rangers are winning. And it's going to be difficult to get back into this, guys. 1-0 down. I don't think we can change too much up. We just need to sit back and hope that, we can get the next goal here, or hopefully that we can keep it at 1-0 until we get late into the game and then try and chase it. Halkett with a good challenge. Walker gets ready. It's played up to Jordan Roberts, who almost loses it but manages to keep a hold of the ball. Plays it back to Harry Cochrane. There's no Suter on this match. He needed a rest. He was jaded, so we took him out. We've put Peter Haring here. So it's Haring and Halkett, the centre-back partnership. I don't think we've actually played. I cannot recall the last time I played Haring at centre-back in this save. I don't know if I've ever played him at centre-back. Oh, what a ball for Walker. Through to Roberts. And Roberts! Oh, it's tipped round the post by the goalkeeper, Rodak. I could have swore that would have been a goal. I could have swore that was going in. But I did not expect the keeper there to make that save. And that is absolutely heartbreaking, and it's cleared away. And man, I can't believe that. I honestly can't believe that. I could have sworn it was going to be a goal, but keeper makes a save. It was our first shot as well. We could go back on level terms with our first shot, but it wasn't to be. And Rangers then still have the lead. I mean, Jordy Halou is looking absolutely wrecked here. Recommend it that we should bring him off. Hamilton have got a 2-0 lead, so it looks like they're picking up 3 points today. Regardless, nobody expecting anything. I'm expecting something, guys. Let's not get too hasty here. Right, mentality. We're going to go up to balanced instructions. We're going to try and go a bit more direct. We're going to try and up the tempo a bit. And we'll leave this for a few minutes. Try and get 10 minutes in maybe, and then we'll look to make changes. A couple of injuries in the Hibs Celtic game. Simone's out injured, and so is McDonald. So interesting to see 2 injuries there. Hibs, our rivals, are at the moment 1 point above us in the league. They started the season pretty poorly, but they're beginning to come into a bit of form now. So Hibs, maybe they could be the team that's more likely to catch Hamilton if we're being completely honest here, because we've just drew far too many games this season. Our goal difference though is far superior to Hibs, got plus 12 on them. So at least we're doing something right. Our goal difference is half decent. We've still only 1 shot to our name though in this match, which I find pretty mad, to be fair. Right, Halou is going to come off. He's knackered. We'll bring on Kyle McAllister. Jamie Walker. We'll maybe... What do we do for Walker? We'll put Forrest there. We'll put Roberts out in the left, and then we'll bring on Jonathan Avalobi, and he can play up front. He can play as the advanced target man on attack. And the fullbacks, we're gonna put the fullbacks on attack. Screw it, guys. We're just gonna go for it here. I think we need to go for it. What about Jordan Roberts? He can play as a wide target man, perhaps. Yeah, a wide target man on attack, and just see if we can get back into this game. So make the changes with 25 minutes to go. Can we snatch a draw? There's been a lot of 1-1 games, as you know, in our campaign this season. I wonder if this could be another one. It's going to be Roberts with the corner. He whips it in. Harry Cochrane is there. He jumps, doesn't get it. It's going to fall for Halkett. He tracks back to pick up the ball, but 35 yards out, Halkett plays it to Peter Haring. Haring back to Halkett. Why was the two centre backs just staring there looking at each other? Irvine then comes and collects it back to Haring. We're taking our time here. We're not rushing this. Kingsley back to Halkett. Craig Halkett then launches the ball up through to Avalabi. That's great there. Jonathan Avalabi, surely. And he does, he scores. It's Jonathan Avalabi. It's Craig Halkett, of all people, with the assist. The big centre back just launched it up. Avalabi got on it and he was like, I'm taking some of that. And we get back into this game. And now we are going to go back here, I think, to defensive this time. I need to go to the instructions. Waste time whenever possible. Want to be more disciplined. We're going to try and hit early crosses into the box. And we're going to go back here. And we're going to put the full-backs back on to defend. We just want to try and see this game out. I mean, we'd take the draw. I said that as soon as we started here, that we would happily take a draw. And we would. There's no doubt about it. We would we would definitely settle for that. So that's what we're going to try and do. And let's just see if we can hold on. We've got one more sub to make. I think we're going to go ahead and make it now. Bring on that fresh pair of legs, and we'll probably go do it in the middle of the field. Andy Irvine's injured, apparently, so Dean Campbell will come on for him. Just a like-for-like substitution, really. And we'll see if we can try and hold on then to this 1-1. I mean, the 1-1's been a disaster for us all season, but at the moment I'd probably consider 1-1 to be a pretty good scoreline. Barisic whips one in. It's headed towards goal. Halkett gets ready. It's not the greatest of clearing headers. It's not the greatest of clearing headers, though. And, well, it might actually be a good header after all. It's fall for Avalabi, who plays it back to Roberts. Oh, get Avalabi away. He was away there, and Roberts decided not to play the pass forward. Very negative there for Jordan Roberts. Man, it looked like we could have had the goal there, but for some reason we decided just to abandon that. Embarrassing stuff there. Embarrassing indeed. Right, Singo out to Pearson. Rangers coming forward now, looking deadly. Aribo. Will Aribo score? He's dragging it out wide. He plays into Ewan Combs. It's Ewan Combs. The ginger guy. Oh, back post. Oh my god, how's Bobo no scored that? He's clapping, but he should be burying himself in a pile of dirt after that, man. Get lost forever, mate, because I don't think you should play again. That's a terrible miss. Edmondson, the Big George, the fridge, plays it out to Fag, and it's Ron Roberts tries to win the tackle, and he makes a good effort. Cochrane then slides and wins the ball. He was on a yellow card. He had to make it. Oh, and as soon as I say that, Cochrane gives the ball away. And it's Weston. I don't believe it. It's Tony Weston with the goal. It's Harry Cochrane with the massive error. And Cochrane is cost us here big time. Cochrane he's done us in. He's absolutely screwed us, guys. We need to go back onto attack now. I actually don't believe this. Just when it looked like we were getting a 1-1 draw there. And it looks like Harry Cochrane, the man that has been, he's been great for us this season. I'm not going to lie. He's contributed to a lot of goals, assists, and, goals themselves, but direct goals. But he's cost us there big time. He's assisted the Rangers player on this occasion. And now we're struggling. We need to try and get away back into this game. There's not a lot of time to do it, guys. There is not a lot of time at all to go. We just need to try and do something here. We need to demand more. We need to get to the instructions. We need to get more direct. We just need to pump balls into the box here and hope that something happens. Hope that something falls for maybe Jonathan Avalabi. Maybe he can get a second goal of the game. Maybe he can get us a 2-2 draw. At the moment, it doesn't look like it's happening. A minute to go here. A minute to go. And that is it. We've lost. Thanks a lot, Harry Cochrane. I don't know why Forrest had such a bad game. 5.9 match rating. That's terrible. But overall, we weren't good enough. And that it's hard to take. Unlucky. I mean, where's that Harry Cochrane? Where is he? Where the hell is he? Harry Cochrane. I am furious with your performance. You cost us, mate. You absolutely cost us, right? Can't say the things I want to say because I might end up getting fined by the Scottish Premiership, the SPFL, but I'm not happy about that at all. Andy Irvine's picked up an injury. He's going to be for 1 day. Avalabi's goal drought ends, so I mean that's good. Avalabi had previously played over 11 hours of competitive football without a goal, so that just shows you how bad he'd been playing. We'll say you were superb. I mean, hopefully that gets his confidence back. Hopefully we can start him now in games and he can start scoring again. But for him not to have scored in that amount of time is absolute madness. And now in 2 days' time, we have to go and we have to play the other team for Glasgow. We have to take on Celtic. I mean, who done these fixtures? Because they did us dirty, man. They did us absolutely dirty, putting us against Celtic and Rangers within 2 days' time of each other. That is madness. Absolutely madness. So I'm not happy about that. And already here we're about to go and take on Celtic. So it's madness. No love lost between Avalabi and Lennon. When Avalabi gets stuck into him, stick the heat on him. And well, more importantly, stick the ball in the back of the net, get us 3 points, then stick the heat on him. That's the, I mean, that's the order, the order of play. All right, so it's time to take on Celtic then in the second game of this episode. I've changed up the team a hell of a lot. You might think that's negative. You might think I'm expecting to go out here and lose, but in reality, I'm not. It's just a lot of the players were tired. They needed a rest, and we do play Shamrock Rovers in, was it a week's time? I think the next game's against Shamrock Rovers, regardless. And at the moment, I've got to be honest, that is a bigger game, I think, than this game against Celtic. Therefore, I'm prioritising the game against Shamrock Rovers. I'm playing Avalabi because he scored last time, and I want to get him, hopefully a running streak going here. Suter's coming back in because I gave him a rest in the last game, but you can see there's a bunch of changes here that I'm making. Cammy Logan's coming in at right back. Ivor Cotty's coming in for Kingsley. Walker's out. Jordy Halou is out. James Forrest is out, or Alan Forrest even. And yeah, we're just gonna. I'm not throwing this game away by any means. I think with our squad we can put anybody out really, and try and get a result. Just because it's not the strongest starting 11 possible doesn't mean I don't think we can go and get a positive result here. But I think that we need to try and rotate the team as much as possible. And I think the next game is arguably the most important game we have all season against Shamrock Rovers. So that is why I've done this, to try and prioritise. We'll see what happens here. It's Avalabi, scored last time out, ended an 11-hour goal drought. So let's see if we can get another goal here today, get back firing on all cylinders. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I'm confident. I'm confident. I mean, it was a sickener to lose that Rangers game, but it was Harry Cochrane's fault at the end of the day. And I don't want to be too harsh on the guy because he's been good. He's had a great season for us. But yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for that individual error, then we would have got a draw against Rangers. So I don't think you can be too harsh on us. And that's a great ball through to Avalabi for Dean Campbell. He's a bit wet. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. It will definitely be a penalty. It's going to be Ollie Lee to take it. And Avalabi was tripped there. And now it's Ollie Lee with a chance to put Hearts 1-0 up against Celtic at Tynecastle. Can he do it? Ollie Lee taking on the Celtic goalkeeper. And no, Faranes makes a save. I mean, that's hard to take, man. What a chance we've got to go in front here at Tynecastle against Celtic, and we do that. That's tough, that one. I mean, Jesus Christ, Ollie Lee, could you have banged that in? Could you have done us a favour there? I mean, really, I'm not asking for too much. I got Ollie Lee with the free kick then. I mean, and Halkett then puts that one over the bar, so a good delivery for Ollie Lee. I mean, we should be winning. We missed the penalty, but I think you've got to look at the positives here. We've actually started very well against Celtic. We've created 2 good opportunities, obviously. We won the penalty and we had it saved, but then that was a decent delivery there from the set piece, and the header was just over the bar. So I mean, so far so good. We're doing well, but I mean, there's definitely room for improvement here, and I feel like we can do it. So let's just keep going, guys. 15 minutes in, still 0-0. As things stand, we would leapfrog Hibs in the table, but albeit we'd have played a game more. Hamilton they're beginning to look gone. I'll be totally honest. There's not that many games left when you think about it. After this we'll have 11 games left, and Hamilton are at the moment 13 points ahead of us with a game in hand. So it's going to be hard to catch Hamilton. It really is. It really is. Campbell then with the throw into Lee. Lee back to Alex. Ivor Cotty back to Campbell. Campbell then into Peter Haring. Haring with the ball at his feet, plays it back to John Suter. Suter's got a lot of space here, plays it to Cammy Logan, who will be leaving at the end of the season. I wanted to keep him, but I can't force him to stay. I can't kidnap the guy and put him in the Hearts basement. I mean, if he wants to go, he wants to go. He's no longer a Jambo. He'll be gone at the end of the season, but here, maybe he can give us a good present on the way. Maybe he could be the difference maker in this match and help us get a vital 3 points here, an important 3 points against Celtic. Halkett then coming forward, plays it into Haring. We are playing well here. We're passing the ball about good. And as soon as I say that, Ollie Lee loses it to Ninjam, but what can you do? It's Nakajima now. Good, what a challenge for Cammy Logan. But Christie's still there to pick up, so Celtic getting a bit of the luck here. Turnbull back to Christie. Christie to Ninketa. Nincham, oh my god, Olivier Nincham. The assist is for Eddie Nketiah. But my God, and Jam he's curled that one in, finessed it into the corner there for about 30 yards out. And I think Celtic take an undeserved lead here. Mentality, I'm going to go up to balance just because I think we've been the better team. So I think we need to go a wee bit more offensive in the game. But that's mad. I don't think we deserve that at all. And I did not expect the Jam to score that sort of goal for that sort of distance. So, I mean, there you go. I mean, Celtic have the lead. I don't think they deserve it, but they've got it. They've got it. Now it's O'Connor coming forward, so it's crucial that we don't concede another. We need to keep the score at 1-0. I mean, Rangers 1-0. We pegged them back. So hopefully we can do. Fuck off. Shoya Nakajima there with a goal, and that's 2-0 now. Absolute joke here. 2-0 to Celtic. And now it looks like Celtic beginning to take over here. I think we had to take our chances early on. You miss a penalty. Can you afford to do that against Celtic? Probably not. Let's see, can we play it here for the back? Harry Cochrane with a long... I mean... Come on. Well, that wasn't Harry Cochrane. I think it was Dean Campbell. I'm blaming Cochrane. He's not even on the field. That's pretty poor of me. I know he cost us in the last match, but let it go, Jamie. Let it go, for God's sake. Well, Robbie McCrory has cost us there big time. I mean, what is McCrory doing? The Stewarts are struggling to hold the Celtic fans back. The Celtic fans... I'm not going to say what I want to say, but, you know, I don't want to come across the sore loser. We'll leave it there. Ball headed on. Cleared away. Oh my God. It's kept in again, this time for Eddie Nketiah. Suter punts it up. Celtic, though, again, coming forward. David Turnbull. I mean, we were looking good, but now we're under pressure here. Now it seems to be all Celtic. O'Connor to Turnbull. Turnbull out to Milesic. Back to O'Connor. Good challenge for Henderson, but again, he can't get to the ball first. And it is again Celtic. I mean, that looked out. Turnbull whips the ball in. Eddie Nketiah gets brought down. It's not a penalty. Christie there plays ping pong. Ball bounces again. Shitload of deflections, and Celtic again come away with the ball. So we just can't really seem to stop the Celtic attack here. Oh my God, what a strike that was! Oliver and Cham almost scoring another screamer, and I think that would have been better than the first. Almost getting a brace there with another long distance strike there. So I mean, we did start well, but I mean now let's go to attack. Alright, let's see. I expect to see a better showing in the second half. I've pretty much accepted, guys. This game's probably over. We'll probably make changes here, because we are got to concentrate on that conference game that we have coming up next week. So I think that is what we're going to do, guys. We are going to take off Suter. Says he's in danger of losing discipline anyway, so we'll bring on Liam Donnelly. We're going to take off Jonathan Abalabi. We'll bring on Liam Boyce. And we're going to take off Peter Haring. And we'll bring on Corey Evans. So there's the changes that we're making. And this game, I just want to forget about this game. Get this game over and done with. Because this is when we're 3-0 down, we ain't going to get back in it. It's all about concentrating now on our next match, which is against Shamrock Rovers in the Europa League Conference. O'Connor picks up a yellow card. I don't quite know where it all went wrong, guys. I mean, like I said, we started the game really well. We should have took the lead there, especially with the penalty. If we score that, it could be a totally different game. We didn't. Liam Boyce, though, has a chance to pull one back, try and get us back in the game. But again, Farinas with a good save for Celtic, and he's keeping his clean sheet at the moment. He's working hard for it, but he's got it at the moment. So fair play to him. Fair play to him. And I mean, Celtic, if they win this game, they stay 5 points clear of Rangers. I think what are they going for this season? I think this is the third season. They're going for what? This would be 12 in a row. That's mad. Yeah, Celtic then going for 12 in a row this season. That's fucking insane. If they win this, They're one step closer to it. It's going to be Skurs now. Great challenge for Alex Ivacotti. Henderson will get on the end of it. Let's see what Ewan Henderson can do. Plays the boys in. Boys back to Corey Evans. Cammy Logan then. Ken McAllister. To be fair, there's going to be a massive change at the end of the season. We've got so many players leaving the club. I know I mentioned Cammy Logan. Corey Evans is another one. And here's Eddie Nketiah, just as I was talking about players leaving. And if Robbie McCrory doesn't up his game, he could be leaving too, guys. Milosevic keeps it in. Halkett heads it away. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of players leaving. I think we definitely need to bring in a centre back. Obviously, McCart left at the start of the season. Then we had Liam Lindsay wanting the move. We gave him the move because he didn't want to be here. And all of a sudden, we went from being stacked. We went from being stacked at the centre back. We went from like McCart wanting to leave because he couldn't get a game. And now we're kind of in a stage where we don't have a lot of depth. Outside Suter, outside Halkett. I mean, who do we really have that can naturally play centre back? We've got players that can play centre back. Alex Ivacotti can do a job there. Donnelly can do a job there. Peter Haring can play centre back if needed. But I prefer those guys in other positions. So I think we definitely need to look at centre back. Ken McAllister, Jesus Christ. Ken McAllister, if that goes in, we definitely don't need a right mid because Ken McAllister would be the guy to lead the show. I mean, I think we've improved a lot here in the second half. We've had a much better showing, but it doesn't look like we're going to get anything out of it. We're not going to get a goal. It would have been nice to have got a goal, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. And we'll just have to settle in for this 3-0 defeat. But like I said, there's bigger games ahead. And that game against Shamrock Rovers is going to be absolutely massive. But that is it then. That is it. It's full time here at Tynecastle. I think the result looks worse than it actually is. I think the scoreline doesn't really do us justice. I'm going to say I can't fault your effort. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they played that bad. I'm not going to ridicule them. I thought they were alright. It's been a time since you tasted victory. It has been a while, actually. I think since we got a win. Or at least it feels that way. And yeah, we stay 5th in the table. And apparently Suter could do a little rest. Well, maybe I did rest him for one game. Maybe he needs multiple games rest. I don't know. Up next, though, in 7 days' time, I'm hoping that'll be a big enough rest for the players that need it. We'll take on Shamrock Rovers, really. And that is it. We should have a domino strain. I don't know if any of those players will be back. Let's go to the medical centre. Let's see what the injured players are looking like. Where's the injury? Where are they? Risk assessment, overview. Elliot Frio. Mike, when's he going to be back? Oh, he's unregistered. I forgot that. I unregistered him there because I didn't think he's going to be available. Yeah, so Gary Mackay-Stevens still definitely. Michael Smith won't play either. Everyone else so should be pretty good then for that game against Shamrock Rovers. So yeah, you can see it's been a long enough time without a win then, hasn't it? It's been 5 games. We haven't won since the start of February where we defeated Motherwell. Since then it's been 3 1-1 draws in a row, followed by 2 Old Firm defeats in a row. So not ideal, but we'll look to start turning it around, guys, when we take on Shamrock Rovers next time out. I think we've got a couple of easier run-ins, I think, coming up in the league. We've got Ross County, St Mirren, Kilmarnock, and then we've got 2 massive games against Hibernian and Hamilton before the split, and then the last game, obviously, before the split, we take on Celtic. So, yeah, we'll come back for the next game against Shamrock Rovers. I'm hoping we can beat Shamrock. I'll be disappointed. Don't get me wrong, I'll be disappointed, obviously, if we lose to Shamrock Rovers. I think it's a team that we should be beating. But I don't think it's a team that we can just, expect to walk over. I don't think it's a team that we should be given no respect. I think we have to respect them. They beat St Mirren. They can't be that bad. But at the same time, they're no world beaters. They're a team that I think we should go out and, dispose of. But we will show them respect at the same time and try and get into the next round, guys. Like I said, they did beat St Mirren. So they have to be feared somewhat. And we'll actually have a quick look then and see who we can possibly get in the next round of that. Because I think Rangers are still in it. Yeah, Rangers are taking on Southampton. So, I mean, I think we've got the much easier tie here. I think we've definitely been lucky getting Shamrock Rovers. But one of these teams we'd be getting, if we do get past Shamrock Rovers, which I think we will. I mean, look at the possible ties. Athletic Bilbao, Southampton, Florentina, PSV. Maybe there could be an all-Scottish tie if Rangers beat Southampton and we beat Shamrock Rovers. It could be Rangers versus Hearts in the next round. You've got Leo, Krasnodar, Mold, Olympiacos, Werder Bremen. So many big teams in here. And we're one game away. We're one game away for getting a big European tie. And I cannot wait. Just need to beat Shamrock Rovers and see what happens. Anyway, that's it, guys. Till next time. Apologies for the back-to-back defeats. I tried my best, but there's bigger games down the line. You know, losing to the Old Firm, there's no shame in it. I still want to finish third. I know it's going to be hard. We're a long way behind, but all I can do is, guys, keep picking up as many points as possible from now to the end of the season and see what happens. But I just want to make sure our European journey does not end in the next episode. I want to at least get past Shamrock Rovers. That would put us into the quarterfinals, and then when you get into the quarterfinals, you're literally, you're literally there, man. You're within touching distance. Not I wouldn't say touching distance when winning it, but you're close. You're close enough, and we've never been close enough. I mean, we want to see what we can do. Remember, this is our first European journey in this save. If you'd have offered me to get to this stage at the start, I would have took it. I think we've, gone beyond our expectations of our European, journey at the start of the season. But now we're here. We want to go even further, and I think we can do that against Shamrock Rovers, guys, next time out. So that is it. Make sure you like, subscribe to the video, comment down below, and until next time, peace.